you where we're headed?
Are you already filming?
Yeah.
Golly. We're going to a concert.
But who are we going to see?
In Peoria. Ashanti, yooooo, and Chingy from junior high days. Well, almost high school, just about high school days. See ya.
Oh, they're playing Chingy, actually. What's that out there in the oh, the boats?
Yes, boats parked.
The one in front of us, that long?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, the pier, and then there's one white one here. Two. Yeah. There are two.
Good. 1, 2. Yeah. Really should look. That's why it's making a shadow. Why are you staring at me?
No, I'm sure they don't give a shit. In New Orleans, this is where the boats are used to go up and down the rivers.
So cool.
The reason we slowed down?
No, I was just looking. The other boats back there was smaller.
Oh yeah, those are modern.
But they're not talking about that in their song right now. So I don't understand why they said that. Well, at least the beat don't sound like new rap. Right?
Under the circumstances, though, that's the least of the problem.
We've been waiting.
If you're ready for Chingy, make some noise! All right. Hey! I'm searching, baby.
Ooh, a bug or something just flew at my eye. You heard me?
I heard you.
I think they're getting antsy too.
All right, we got Chingy coming up.
Come on, tell him to get his walking cane or something.
Y'all still with us? Make some noise! 2018 Soul Fest! We got Ashanti!
Okay, we know the lineup. Let's go.
Until they turn off the lights.
Yeah, he better be coming.
As I look down to the earth, giving
What time is it?
48.
I wonder with the tree of life
No, my mom said turn on.
Oh,
who's in control, only but the God self interacting with the universal mind, the divine. As I sprinkle myself salt of iron in the sea, only to see the fish in me spaced out.
well, at least he got off the mic. Maybe he is about to come.
Let's see.
Feeling what I'm touching, sensing what I'm hearing, and watching what I'm seeing, and digesting what I'm tasting. On this path of mastery, I found the doctrine of the
Here we go! 1, 2, 3, go! Rise, let me see you bring it back up time.
About time.
On the floor, like, oh, here we go! Yeah, got me a reason to fly tonight, and I'm leaving with some hot tonight. To get got tonight, I say, you know that I'm chill. This play on this is, and it goes up. What I say, you get crossed up. Put your blows on her with my drink closed up. She wanna hang to the floor, go to my bracelet. Cut these girls when they look their faces. Oh, I like this. I like this. Girls when they bang, say, oh, I like this. I like this. When the boy in, say, oh, I like this. I like this. Girls when they bang, say, oh, I like this.
They should have a girl, one of the ladies up there, instead of the DJ guy. Because on the actual song, it's a girl.
It's all in, baby.
Hi. on this song.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Hey, don't let me talk to her. I need to talk to the ladies real quick. Now, ladies, check this out. I know y'all probably remember me being this little dude who always wore a do-rag, who had on these long shirts that looked like nightgowns, who had on these pants, and I was like a 30 and I wore 48s. So my pants was like super big. I know y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember me as being so new. But I gotta tell y'all, ladies, I'm a grown-ass man right now, so all that little boy stuff is out the window. Which brings me to, I gotta tell them how I like my women real quick. I'm gonna be honest with you. By me being a grown man right now, I gotta be up front. And when I say I gotta be up front, I like a lady in the daytime, and I like a freak at goddamn night. What's happening? So we gonna do this one right here. For all the women in the crowd that like to get their damn freak on sometime, cause ain't nothing wrong with it. There we go, we got another lovely young lady right here.
Maybe it's a good thing we didn't get here early.
What's going on?
I'll be like, you can
There we
take
go,
her.
there we go. How you doing? What's up? All right, ladies. You know what? What's your name? Jen. Jen. What's your name? Shelby. Shelby. What's your name? Wait, what's your name? So you fine. That's basically.
Oh, no.
Okay, she just broke it down. So she fine. We got fine up here. All right. All right, ladies. Check this out.
her name
Single
is
lady
not
love the
that.
ladies, man. You know I love the women. I love the ladies. So, hey, DJ Snow. See how he back there on his phone, not paying attention? I just deducted his pay. But check this out. Snow, I want to do something for the ladies. Hold on real quick.
Go together. Magic chiller, cat, whether I'm good, been better on my road to cheddar. Lamb stick, time to keep all the crib with the east and the west. Cause this is how I'm living in your women know the secrets of how to get it and keep. Got a prayer, no weakness, the power of the P-U-S-S-Y. Got a lot of niggas wondering.
At least you spelled it, okay? I hate hearing it. I don't care if they spell it. At least I know they can spell.
Quiet, icy, who doesn't like me?
I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, I just can't leave you alone. Boy, you got me doing things that I would never do. I can't stop the way I'm feeling if I want to. I'm crazy of the way that you could make me say your name. And if I couldn't have you, I would probably go insane. Only you can make me feel. Only you can make me feel. Yeah, only you can make me there.
Hello. It's a few days after the fact, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys what we thought about the concert. Maybe I am. I don't know if she's gonna jump in at all. We went to Peoria and got to see people who I grew up listening to back in junior high, which was pretty nice, pretty fun. First one that came up was Chingy, and he did all the classic songs and everything, and he came with his...
No. The first song was the like some outer space sounding thing.
Okay.
Remember?
Whatever.
It was like some intro.
Fine. This is the whole of his show. Again, this is a few days ago, so obviously my memory's a little shot. I'm old, right? That's what she tells me. Anyway, so it was good. He had his DJ with him. He played the music for him. They worked together pretty well and really fun, really enjoyable. And there was a long intermission and everything. And they just had some generic guy up there trying to keep the crowd pumped, but he didn't really do that good of a job, I don't think. And then Ashanti and Ja Rule came out, and the performance was really, I feel like it was,
subpar.
very different style. It was very,
Then Chingy's, it was different. Chingy's was much better, more interactive, I feel like.
well, and Ja Rule and Ashanti's were more prepared, or more for show, more they put on a show, let's say, which obviously when you go to a concert, that's what you want in theory, so I might not be using the right words, but it was just, they had this little video thing going up on the screen. They didn't even show themselves on the TV screen, for example. They had these little pre-recorded, just silly things like that, and then I don't know, 60% of the songs, they weren't even singing. They were letting either the background of the actual song play in the background, or they stopped, they muted just so they could hear the audience. It just wasn't very nice.
Chingy's was better.
Chingy seemed like he worked a lot harder. He had a lot more fun doing it. He did all the classics. He didn't. Every once in a while, he would stop and let the crowd say, but once in a blue moon.
And they pulled up some girls on stage, which I'm sure that made everyone's day who got to go up there. So,
lot better.
Yeah, Ashanti did a little bit of singing, but mostly background vocals.
And then Ja Rule would jump in and do his stuff, but he would do a little bit here, then stop talking, kind of laugh and let the crowd do the rest. And it's like, I didn't
pay for that.
I don't care what the crowd does. That was all right, but
I mean, granted, we weren't too close, so maybe the crowd got to see. The ones who were in the front row got to see more of them while we got to see the TV screen.
It's a very different style. I guess one is not better than the other necessarily, but to me, I didn't enjoy the Ja Rule and Ashanti one as much. Are they worse artists because of it? No, but it's just the style that they chose to do. Yeah, that's the way they chose to do it, and it just wasn't as enjoyable. Chingy was more exciting. He had a better time doing it. He performed. Ja Rule and Ashanti just followed a script and did half-assed. To me, they could.
So we could have went to the Ludacris concert at the State Fair.
No, I don't think we could have.
We probably had a better performance.
If Ludacris would have done all of his hits from the early 2000s, it would have been fantastic. But if he starts throwing in some goofy electronic dance stuff with Flow Riders, I don't want to hear that.
I bet his performance would be better than Ja Rule.
Maybe, but you think about Ja Rule, he always gets pretty excited when he does his music, and he always gets into it. So in theory, his performance could have been just as exciting as Chingy's, but it wasn't because of the style. So I guess you really never know the style of, how they choose to do things until you're actually there. But I want to say one last thing, then I'm done.
Well, I would say, to maybe next year, I wish we would have known about this event sooner, because the way it sounds, called the Soul Fest, and it sounds like it probably has some artists that we listen to, and years past. This was their 20th anniversary, so.
And the final thing I have to say is that I wonder, I don't think, and I could be wrong, that Ja Rule and Ashanti, if they were performing together in 2003, I don't think that their performance would have been like it was the other day that we saw them here in 2018. I think they're half-assing it. They're doing something different. But in 2003, I just don't think that would have flown. Maybe I'm wrong. First concert I ever went to was Nelly and the St. Lunatics. None of this kind of Ja Rule and Ashanti pre-recorded crap was going on. It was live and exciting. They were throwing things around. It was much more fun, and they were really getting, the shirt or the shoes or shit like that, and people were catching it. It was a lot more exciting.
Oh, they were. I thought you were saying like the crowd was doing this.
So anyway, but just
you would say maybe you would go back, or
to what?
To this Soul Fest, because it seems like they have artists that we like versus.
Well, the Soul Fest has nothing to do with it.
No, I'm saying versus the State Fair, who generally gets pop artists who we don't listen to.
Yeah, but they also get classic rock, and they also get old classic stuff, and that's good. I don't mind. The thing is, the State Fair brings Illinois State Fair brings a different crowd than the Peoria Soul Fest. That brings some bad apples. They have security there. They got to wand you, and they got all that. You go to the State Fair here, and you go to concerts. That's not happening, because nobody's going to, do anything bad at a country concert and a classic rock concert. So.
I think everywhere is getting crazy. So, but it was a good time, actually. I mean, besides them taking forever,
worth the experience, and it was like $30 per person, so it's really nothing.
The weather was good too.
$30 to see the people that the artists that made all the great hits when you were going to your first school dances, and when you were all these kind of things. Come on, for $30 you can't beat that.
Yeah,
totally worth it.
So remember to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and let us know what you thought of the clips that I was able to get of the concert.
See ya.